What would be wrong with covering this splendid structure with a lovely coat of green, may I ask?
That'd sure be something to see, all right, Jester. A green barn.
Well, then, if we agree, why don't I take all of this hideous red stuff back to the store and exchange it?
Well, for two very good reasons. Number one, I don't want to scare the animals half to death. And number two, I'm halfway finished now.
Well, it goes against my better judgment, but I'll see it through. It's mighty fine of your horse to let me earn a few extra dollars this way from a little Jenny.
Well, it'll help pay some of the doctor's bills anyhow, won't it?
Aye, it sure will. You're a saint, horse, a true saint. What with your assistance, plus delivering for the store and handling the mail, I can just about make ends meet.
Speaking of the mail, have you delivered to Paul yet?
Oh, no, I forgot it again. It's in my back pocket.
Well, Dad, Bernard, you better get it in there. He's going to have a hisses the third time this week and on the way.
Yeah.
Go through the kitchen. Old Hop Sing's got a great big apple cobbler in there for Jenny.
Oh, thank you, horse. Here you are.
Here we go, Annie.
Hey.
There we go.
Ooh-wee. I sure do like this place, don't you, boy?
You sure do, Annie. Howdy.
Howdy.
Anything we can do for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a horse Cartwright.
Oh, is he expecting you?
Oh, he sure is expecting me. I'm Annie Slocum.
Howdy do.
And these are my brothers, Brother Jed and Brother Ned.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Slocum.
How are you?
It's a marriage. I'm Ben Cartwright. This is my son, Joseph. Where is your brother?
Last time I saw him, he was painting the barn.
Oh, there. A horse.
There you are. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Handsome as handsome, ain't he, boys?
He don't look too bad, Annie.
He's better looking in person.
Horse, these people have come to see you.
I'm Annie Sugarplum. These here's my brothers, Jed and Ned. Well, say howdy, boys.
Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy. Howdy. Is there something I can do for you?
Something he can do for you. He's a real funny glued, ain't he, Annie?
Well, sure is. Seeing how's I come all the way from Kentucky just to get hitched to him.
Well, I'm right in the middle of painting.
Hitched! Might be a good idea if we just sat down and made ourselves comfortable. We'll talk this over in would you mind taking your feet off the table, please? Thank you. Would you like a cold drink of some sort?
Oh, that's just mighty fine. Thank you.
Joseph, would you get the lemonade, please?
I'll get it.
Never mind. You just stay right where you are, Joseph. We'll get the lemonade.
Whoo-wee! My, this is a pretty house. Ah, Sugar Plum. Is this the honeymoon nest you wrote me about?
Now, look here, ma'am. I ain't never wrote you nothing about nothing. There's been some sort of mistake somewhere along the line.
Well, of course you wrote her. Sis saved all them letters.
Oh, you have some letters?
I certainly have. Right there in that traveling bag.
I'd like to see those, if I may.
Them's private. Between Sugar Plum and me. Ain't no stranger gonna see those letters.
This ain't no stranger. This here's my paw.
'Pears to me like somebody's trying to weasel their way out of something. After we spent every last cent we got at getting out here, I'd say we've been slickered.
Now, wait just a minute. Now, first of all, put those guns down. Just set them down.
Yeah. All right,
You've been
boys.
saying some things here about my son. Joseph, will you get the lemonade?
Oh, they had lemonade. Yeah.
Now, I hope you can back up those statements you've been making.
Oh, that horse.
Chester, since when have you been taking to stealing pies?
Oh, no, little Joe. This is me own apple cobbler that Hop Sing made for my little Jenny, bless her heart.
Oh, sure, then why are you sneaking around here like a little elf?
Sure, and that would be me own business, Mr. Cartwright.
I told you, I saw his advertisement in the matrimony paper where he asked that any widow who wanted to get married to write him.
Ma'am, I ain't never advertised or nothing. Ain't that right, Paul?
Oh, Sugar Plum, how could you?
Miss Annie.
Oh, you can see for yourself. In this one, he asked me to marry him. And in this one, he sent me his pictures. And in this one, he tells me he's a rich rancher. And the Ponderosa is going to be our honeymoon cottage.
It sure does look like horse with that prize hog of his.
But, Paul, that ain't even my handwriting.
And I guess you're going to tell me that ain't no picture of you hugging that hog, neither. Oh, Sugar Plum. I never thought you could do this to me.
They ain't nobody gonna jilt our little Annie and get away with it. Well, what are we gonna do with this here black beard? The blue beard. I don't care what color his whiskers is. There's gonna be a wedding just like we planned, or somebody's gonna get sued from here to kingdom come. There's laws against jilting helpless widows.
Wait a minute.
Just like we tried. Let me bet you there's gonna be a wedding.
Somebody answer the door. Somebody answer the door!
Excuse me, I'll do it myself.
Oh, yes, ma'am?
Pardon, monsieur. Perhaps I was misinformed in the village. Is this not the chateau of... Poopsie! Oh, mon chéri, ma beautiful Poopsie, moi je t'adore.
Oh, you took a few paws off my man, you feather-bound Jezebel.
Insolent peasant! How dare you insult Yvette? Go back to your housework.
Housework?
Ladies, no,
I'll
ladies.
show you some housework, you overpainted, pie-faced, calculating. I get...
Ladies, dignity, please.
Lemonade?
Tell you, Hoss, according to Lawyer Minton, both those ladies got a good case against you if they decide to take you into court. According to the evidence, all supports their story. You know, from the point of view of the legalities and the standpoint of the jury, they got a good case against you.
So about the only chance I got is to find the yahoo that really wrote them dad-burn letters, ain't it?
That's about it, Hoss. Well, I better get inside and order all this stuff our guests wanted. Quite a list, huh?
Look, Paul, maybe I'll see you after a while. I think I'll go over at the saloon and get me a bunch of beer.
Oh, no, I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to the Ponderosa, make sure those two females don't tear that place apart room by room. Now move.
But...
Get going.
Oopsie.
Bob. Oh, Matt.
Howdy, Ben. What can I do for you?
Hey, Matt. You wouldn't have any truffles, would you?
Well, Ben, I got all kinds of troubles.
No, not troubles, Matt. I got plenty of those myself. No, the truffles. Truffles.
Truffles?
Yeah, something you eat.
Never heard of them. What are they like?
Well, it's a, well, never mind. How about escargot?
Escar what?
Escargot. Well, that's French for snails.
Now, I know you're joking.
No, I wish I was. I got a house full of people at the Ponderosa Station.
News travels fast, Ben.
Yeah, bad news. Well, anyway, one of them's a young French woman. It's truffles and snails. That was her idea. Trying to get at a man through his stomach.
You ain't saying Hoss is going to eat snails, are you, Ben?
Well, you can't insult your guests.
Under those conditions, I'd be willing to try.
Yeah, wouldn't blame you. Oh, listen, I've been meaning to ask you. You handle all the mail that comes through here, don't you?
Most of the time. Or sometimes Jester does.
Oh, well, do you remember any mail going through here with these names on it, like Yvette Devereaux, New Orleans?
Nope.
How about Annie Slocum, Kentucky?
Don't guess I do. Wouldn't be likely to forget them names either.
No, I guess not. Well, I'll talk to Jester about him.
Didn't come to work today. Jenny's sick again.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I guess Jester be at the house, huh?
Well, listen, he's out scrounging himself up some other work somewheres on my time. Thinks I don't know about it, that Killarney Road Bandit. Well, good luck to Hoss, and may the best gal win.
Oh, don't say that too loudly. Hey, listen, you make out the rest of that list. I'll accept them truffles and snails. I'll be back in a little while.
All right, Ben. Snails.
Jenny, darling, please. The doctor only wants to help you.
Don't want no smelly old doctor. Send him away.
Oh, now, honey, look. Don't make me break the door down.
She's having an attack, Jester. I'll have to get to her pretty soon.
I don't want no smelly old doctor. Send him away.
Well, Jester, I guess that's it. No use hanging around since Jenny's not going to open that door. I'll be going now.
Yes, doctor.
Goodbye.
And a goodbye to you, doctor.
Is he gone?
Well,
Come on now, Jenny. I won't hurt you one bit.
come on now. In the bed you go.
Before she has another
In
attack.
the bed you go there. Now, Jenny, darling, you're going to take this good medicine. Are you ready, doctor?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just remember to give her a half a teaspoonful of this every couple of hours.
That I will, doctor. Now, you go to sleep. You sleep. She'll be all right, won't she, doctor?
For now, Jester, she's not responding. In fact, she's succeeding in making herself even worse and is developing signs of asthma, which could become really serious in time.
Well, you get her the best medicines you can. I'll find the money to pay for them somehow.
Jester, you know and I know that the best medicine for Jenny would be a mother. A real mother. Not an imaginary one, not a memory.
I had a notion, a dream, a wild dream. But I never counted on the fatal charm of that Hoss Cartwright. And now it has destroyed my best laid plans.
in the world are you talking about, Jester? What's Hoss Cartwright got to do with you?
There's no earthly use discussing it. I've lost me last. My most desperate bid for the happiness of me tiny tot, my lovely Jenny.
He's poisoning me, Daddy! He's poisoning me! I'm dying, Daddy!
Oh, Jenny, oh, Jenny, now, please now, Jenny.
She's as pixelated as you are, Jester. Get that child in bed. I've got to go now. I must be 7 calls behind by now.
Yes, Doctor.
I am dying, Daddy, dying! He's giving me poison!
Oh, Jenny.
I'll be by again tomorrow.
Well, thank you kindly, Doctor.
Joe, you gotta help me. You gotta save me. That French gal, she's dangerous.
You know, I don't know what you got that these women want, but whatever it is, Hoss, you ought to bottle it and sell it.
Oh, Lucy!
Joe, you're my brother. You gotta help me.
Oh, Poupsy! Oh, you bad, bad boy! Oh, mon chéri, il est si joli, si adorable, vraiment. Regarde ses beaux yeux. Oh, et bien...
Uh-oh.
Why, you painted pile of French pastry! I warned you to keep your hands off my husband-to-be!
Your husband-to-be! You corn-fed Amazon, you...
You corn-fed Amazon.
You corn-fed Amazon, eh? Why, I'll slug you so hard that sky'll be raining feathers! Oh! Let me get her! Let me get her! Let me go! Let me go! I got the...
Excuse me, Poopsie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Libby Spenceville. Libby Spenceville, Boston, Massachusetts.
Let me guess. You're looking for Hoss Cartwright.
Yes. My fiancé. Oh, what a magnificent house. Oh, we should have a simply glorious wedding.
Jenny, why are you always doing things like that?
I didn't want that big old doctor around, Daddy. I want you to stay with me always.
Oh, my poor baby. I tried being mother and father to you, and I failed you in both.
I had a real mommy once, didn't I, Daddy?
That you did, darling.
My mommy. Tell me again about my mommy, please.
She was the dearest, loveliest spirit the good Lord ever put inside a body. And I loved her so much. And so it was she chose me, that together we could have a lovely, sweet little girl.
Was that little girl me?
Yes, dear heart, it was you. It was you, Jenny. It was you.
Been to see Jenny?
Yeah, poor child. I don't know which is worse, her asthma or her need for a mother's care.
Yeah, I can't understand why Jester doesn't get married again.
I've tried to talk him into it, Ben, believe me, but you know Jester.
Oh, yeah.
Why, just a little while ago, he was babbling some nonsense about some wild scheme and about Hoss's charm having destroyed his plans.
Wait a minute, what did you say? You said Hoss's charms had destroyed his plans?
Yeah, he said he didn't have a chance against Hoss's charms. Guess you didn't know that you'd spawned a real charmer, did you, Ben?
No, I sure didn't, but I'm just beginning to find out. So that's what this is all about.
I swear it must be the weather. Now you're talking just as mysterious as Jester himself. Well, I gotta be off. So long.
Yeah, so long, Doc. Thanks.
Come in.
Well, thank you, Jester. It's good to see you. Oh, say, I just passed the doctor. I'm sorry to hear about Jenny.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Cartwright. She's feeling better, sound asleep. But it's very considerate of you to come asking about her, and I thank you for it. I'll get you the coffee.
Oh, listen, I came here to see you about some letters.
Letters? What letters would you be meaning, Mr. Cartwright?
Well, a strange thing. It seems that somebody's been forging Hoss's name to some letters and having them postmarked Virginia City.
That's against the law. A body could go to jail for that.
Yes, I'm aware of that. You wouldn't know anything about them, would you?
Me, Mr. Cartwright?
You see, you and Matt are the only two handling the mail, and I knew it wasn't Matt, so I thought perhaps it might be you. Now, try to remember something. See, these letters were written to two different women.
Oh.
Now, see if these names mean anything to you.
Yes, of course.
Annie Slocum.
Annie Slocum?
Yes.
Annie Slocum.
And the other one is Yvette Devereaux.
Yvette Devereaux, huh?
Now, those names should be kind of easy to remember, don't you think?
It's coming back to me, Mr. Cartwright. It's coming back to me. I remember now, he was a stranger that mailed them. Yes, sir. Sure enough, I'm beginning to see him now. Flashy dressed with a fancy vest. I'd say a gambling man.
And he posted those letters?
That's right. A flashy dressed gambling man.
Well, that explains how the letters were posted.
Yes, it does.
Tell me, what do you think happened to the letters that the ladies sent to Hoss?
Oh, yes. The letters the ladies sent to Hoss.
Yes, you see, those ladies answered Hoss's letters. And they must have gone through the post office, except that Hoss never received them. What do you think happened to them?
What do you think happened to them now? Oh, yes, what happened to them? Well, maybe they was lost. Yeah, maybe they were stolen.
All of them?
It don't hold water, do it? Oh, well.
Of course, it really isn't your fault, is it?
It's not?
No, of course not.
Oh?
You were hired as a postal employee, not as a detective.
Oh, sure now, and that's a fact, sir.
Now, you could really be of great help to me if you wanted to be.
And how could I be that?
By helping me prove my theory.
Oh, yes. And what might that be, sir?
It could be that Hoss, my son Hoss, in an impassioned moment, wrote those letters. And then had this mysterious gambler mail them for him. Or it could be that little Joe wrote those letters as a joke on Hoss.
Oh, glory be!
In either case, you will help me, won't you?
I certainly will, sir. How?
By coming to the Ponderosa and being with my guests. You'll bring Jenny, of course. And while you're there...
I'll observe for suspicious moves.
Exactly. Yes, now you're thinking, yes, Jester. Now you're thinking. I can't tell you how greatly relieved I am to find that your thinking of this matter so exactly coincides with mine.
Thank you, sir. Well, now, how about that coffee, huh?
Well, now, that's a wonderful idea.
There you are, sir. Nice hot coffee. I'll keep it on the stool. Yes. Yes, sir.
Joe, I don't think your brother's going to appreciate you laughing like that.
I can't help it, Pa. He looks like a young rooster with a whole flock of pullets. Hey, Jester, how you doing?
And a good day to you, little Joe.
Good. Oh, and how's my little Jenny? You miss me, baby?
Little Joe, Hoss did look funny. Why was that lady chasing him?
Why was the lady chasing him? But they were playing a little kind of a game of tag, Jenny.
Hoss, you naughty boy. Where are you hiding? Hoss, dear, where are you?
Who's that? Oh, that's Libby Spenceville. She checked in while you were in town. She's from New England.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Not another.
Oh, yeah. She's elevating Hoss's mentality. Teaching him about, things like Chaucer and New England history, that sort of thing, so they'll be compatible when they get married. In the meantime, Big Annie Slocum's fixed about 4 messes of possum for Hoss. I never thought I'd see my brother turn green at the dinner table. He'd been hiding in the barn till Yvette found him.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Mr. Cartwright, Hobson going to quit.
Chester.
It's a big day.
I'm leaving today, unless this foreign lady go back to Kentucky.
Mr. Cartwright, this man has got to go. He is constantly underfoot in my kitchen.
Her kitchen?
In my kitchen. I just caught him trying to put a dirty old bird's nest in my soup for Hoss. Scat, 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 scat.
I'm saying, don't worry, everything will be all right. You go to the kitchen now.
No wonder poor Sugar Plum eats like a bird.
Like a bird?
Who are they?
Oh, Annie Slocum, this is Mr. Jester McGillicuddy.
Glad to make your acquaintance, Mum.
Howdy.
And Miss Jenny McGillicuddy.
Jenny, say hello to the lady.
I'd rather not.
Oh, so you'd rather not, eh? Oh, in Kentucky, I'd know how to peel a little turnip like you.
Oh! Jenny! Shame on you, girl. Shame on you. What'll Miss Annie think?
I think I'll be needing some help in the kitchen with my vegetable cutting. Come on, young lady.
I think I'm going to be short of breath, Daddy. I think I'm going to be sick.
We Kentucky folks have a cure for what ails her. It's called work.
Help, Daddy, Mr. Carter, she's going to beat me. I'm going to faint.
That'll be the day.
Mr. Cartwright, do you think that my Jenny is safe with that woman?
Well, I tell you, Jester, it seems to me that Annie's medicine might be just the right thing for her.
Oh?
Hoss, what are you... What the devil?
Oh. I've been up there in my room. Where's them gals?
Outside getting some air. What are you skulking around like this for?
Well, Dad burn it, Paul, between Miss Yvette and her truffles and snails, and Ned and Jed and their mess of possums, and Miss Libby cramming all that fancy bookwork down my brain. I'm about to blow a cork.
Yeah, I've been giving this problem of yours a bit of consideration, son. You have 3 brides and 1 very reluctant bridegroom. It's not very good odds. Unless...
Unless what? You got it, Addie?
Well, I just might have, son. Weren't you and little Joe going to play poker over at Will Parker's tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Hoss, I think you just ought to go over there and play poker. And make sure you go through the kitchen.
All right. Paul, I want to be dependent on you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Bonsoir.
Lovely ladies. A lovely night. Lovely music. How lonely it sounds. Couple of nice boys, Ned and Jed. Nice boys. It's strange how people can show their loneliness to their music. And you'd never know. Those boys have hearts as big as potato sacks, but lonely as a desert night. Poor boys. Poor boys. What'll they do when Annie leaves them? How they'll miss the soft touch of a woman in their life.
Poor boys. So lonely. Just like me. Nobody wants me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, sir. Why, do you know that I heard the Slocum boys saying that... Well, I guess I can tell you. Well, I heard them Slocum boys say that you and Miss Libby here were two real beauties. Oh, there are a lot of fish in the ocean. You know that son, Hoss of mine? Well, he never did know a pretty woman when he saw one.
Did they? The Slocum boys, did they really say that we...
Well, they never come right out blunt like and say that, let me tell you about those two boys. Underneath those rough exteriors beat two hearts of gold. Yes, ma'am, two hearts of gold. Well, I guess it's time for me to be turning in. Good night, ladies. Pleasant dreams.
Bonsoir, Monsieur Cartwright. It is lovely music, isn't it? Divine, one might say. Poor boys. They do sound lonely. Do they not? Terribly.
That's pretty. Yeah. Hey, Ned, look at them stars. Like wildflowers on fire, ain't they?
Pretty, all right. Kind of reminds me of old Kentucky. The moon just like a big old lantern.
You homesick, Ned?
Kinda, I guess. This is mighty fine country. Feller could set his roots down if he put his mind to it.
Yeah, and come spring, planting some corn and hoeing it and watching it grow.
Maybe building a little old still out back.
Making us up a big old batch of that pure, golden...
Good old Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Wouldn't that be something?
That sure would be something.
Makes my old mouth watering just thinking about it.
Makes me kind of lonely just saying them words. Mountain Dew.
Good old Mountain Dew.
Oh, now that's enough of that stuff for one night.
Oh, aren't you going to play just a bit more?
How long you two she-males been standing there?
Just a few minutes.
But we just love your music. It is, well, how shall I say, very romantic.
Let's get out of here, brother.
Why, if I didn't know better, I'd think you gentlemen didn't like us.
I think they do like us, but they are afraid.
Aren't you, mon chéri?
Afraid of a woman? Well, maybe Frenchman is afraid of women, but not us mountain men.
Oh, Frenchman never runs from a lovely woman. Never. Or don't you think we are lovely?
Well, you're passable, I reckon.
And am I possible?
Passable, ma'am, passable.
Is there a difference? As you would say, vive la différence.
Hey, Brother Ned, I think they're talking in some language I don't rightly understand.
We are talking the language of love.
Love? I could love my mule and my squirrel gun, but I reckon that's about all.
Don't forget that sour mash, brother.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, poor things. You will have to be taught.
Taught?
Oh, pardon, monsieur.
Oh, pardon me, ma'am. I just...
Well, I did not see you.
I didn't see you neither. I was just poking along and thinking about last night down by the corral.
I was also thinking.
That's funny, both us thinking at once. You know, I think all the time, nearly. And sometimes I think about the doggonest things.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You know, once I was walking along and suddenly I commenced to thinking about how I'd like to just peel off my boots and run in the mud, just like a little old kid.
And did you?
Sure did, just like that.
How thrilling to be so impulsive.
Impulsive? I ain't scared of nothing that walks or swims or crawls.
Not even girls?
Well,
Oh, you do not seem afraid of me.
Well, I reckon I forgot that you was a girl just for a minute.
You're just saying that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Miss Yvette, I ain't. Well, if it wasn't for that hoss Cartwright, I'd...
You do what, Monsieur
Well,
Slocum? Monsieur Slocum, are you fond of escargot?
Escargot? Well, seeing I ain't never met him, it'd be hard to say yes or no, ma'am.
You silly boy. Have anybody told you you have a delightful sense of humor? Let's talk about New Orleans. Have you ever been there, mon chéri?
Of course, I never did see what you gals saw in that hoss anyhow, except he was big and rich and handsome, which any fella could be if he'd set his mind to it. What you been reading, a cookbook?
Why, no, it's Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Don't you think he's divine?
Is he Yankee or South?
Well, I imagine he'd be classified a Yankee.
I don't like him then.
Oh? Have you read him, Mr. Slocum?
No, I ain't ever met him. Of course, I ain't got nothing against Yankee she-males. Naturally, I hate men Yankees more than I hate potato bugs.
Mr. Slocum, now what quarrel could you possibly have with this beautiful passage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. Well, I'll own, for a Yankee, it ain't bad. I reckon I'm pretty dumb. I ain't had no time for schooling. While Sister Annie was growing up, me and Brother Ned had to work on the farm, us being just orphans.
And you sacrificed yourself for her. Oh, how noble, how inspired. Why, Mr. Slocum, Jed, Makes me want to cry.
Well, I was just...
Oh, there's beauty in your soul, Jed.
There is?
I knew it from the very first moment I saw you. But I was blind.
You were?
Blinded by selfishness, thinking only of myself, tossing myself shamelessly at Hoss Cartwright without a thought to...
To me?
Precisely. Oh, dearest Jed. You must read. You must learn to read. You must let me guide you, as Lady Beatrice guided Dante through the wonders which lie before us.
You really think you could learn a dumb mule like me to read and write?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, dear Jed.
Oh, Miss Libby.
I see in you the soul of a rural poet, a southern Henry Longfellow, perchance, awaiting its redemption from the depths of darkness to burst forth brilliantly into the lights of literary skies.
You see all them things in me?
Oh, yes.
Gee willikers.
Be careful. Oh, be careful. You hurt somebody. Oh, there might be dishes.
I won't peel any more potatoes. I won't.
Oh, yes, you will.
I hate you. You're just a mean old lady. You spanked me.
I warned you what would happen if you pulled out that slingshot again.
Jenny.
Daddy, save me. I can't breathe. I'll die.
She can't breathe. Well, she sure can holler.
The child suffers from asthma, Miss Annie. The doctor says...
Doctors, what do they know about kids anyway?
Now, look, Miss Annie...
Now, Mr. Cartwright, I might not be too smart about a lot of things, but I was a child once myself, and I know a surefire cure for that little hellion. Kentucky-style cure, that is. Well, Hoss, stop gaping. Pick up that child, take it upstairs to the bedroom. And as for you, you just stay put.
Well,
this is woman's work.
Glory be.
Ooh, she's quite a woman.
She ain't no wailing banshee.
No, she ain't.
Just set it right over here on this bed.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna need some red flannel. And show me where the medicine's kept.
Yep.
I'll take care of her.
Ma'am, the medicine's over there under that wash basin. The only flannel I got's over there in them drawers in the dresser.
I'll get it. Don't just stand there. You're in the way.
Yes.
Get out. Now you sit still here. You're gonna have an attack. Let's go right ahead.
I hate you. I hate you. Let me go. Let me go.
Boy, Paul, that Kentucky gal is sure determined.
Yeah. So's Jenny.
Mr. Cartwright, I wonder if you'd care to accompany me upstairs for a peep at the proceedings?
You a little scared of Annie?
Well, now, it ain't Annie, and it ain't Jenny, but the two of them makes a mighty earthquake.
She's murdering me.
She's murdered me, poor child. Glory be.
Well, come in, Mr. McGillicuddy.
Are you all right, Jenny, darling?
Now, why shouldn't she be all right? Since when has a warm bed and a good rub down done a child any harm? What this child needs is love. A mother's love.
I've been giving that very idea a bit of serious consideration of late.
Well, have you now, Mr. McGillicuddy?
Things have sure simmered down upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs.
Hey, pull out, horse! Hey! Take a look at this.
And where'd you find this?
Found it on a bunkhouse door.
Hoss, listen to this. Dear Hoss, Little Joe, and Mr. Cartwright, please forgive us for going like this, but it could not be helped. Jed and Ned need us more than Hoss ever will, and we've discovered we need them. Please don't worry about your double-seated buckboard as we shall return it after the wedding. Your friends forever, Yvette and Libby.
Hot dogs ain't Paul. I'm a free man.
Wait a minute, come here. There's more. We all hope Annie and Hoss will be very, very happy. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day.
It ain't Rome I'm worried about, it's me.
Gentlemen, I'm sure we're all agreed that motherhood is an indispensable and noble role.
Don't make a speech, just tell him.
Yes, Mr. Cartwright, Hoss, every child, like my little dear Jenny, needs a mother.
Yes, a proper mother.
Exactly, sir.
Someone who would love and cherish her as you do.
My very own thoughts, Mr. Cartwright.
You know, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking of... Actually, Annie and Hoss could learn to love and cherish Jenny. That is, if she's up for adoption.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in view now. Of course, certainly Hoss is... Well, he's a fetching and a fascinating fella. Muscular, handsome, and quite a brain, too, I might say. But I've never dared hope to...
What he's trying to say is that, well, I can't marry Hoss.
You can't? You can't marry Hoss?
Nope. No, because, I'm gonna marry him. You see, this funny little Irish fella, he really needs me. And, well, so does that sweet little Jenny. And so, well, you understand, don't you, Hoss?
Well, I'll tell you, Miss Annie, it ain't gonna be easy. But, doggone it, the best man won, so congratulations.
Thank you, Hoss.
Congratulations, my goodness, yes. And my very best wishes to you. We're going to have a wedding at the Ponderosa after all.
That bird, right? I'm going to give the brides away, all of them.
Yeah. Well,
Snuckers!